Hi VOD viewers! Thanks Lucas, I'm sure we'll get it today. Today's the day. I might sleep after this, honestly. I'm tired. I haven't got a full 8 hours sleep. I might need to exercise first, so. Guys, I've been on Twitter looking at VTubers, and I've been observing their behavior. It's wild how people are just like social. You know how they talk about like, it's amazing how there's people online who claim to be like introverts or socially awkward, but then they're like fucking crazy socially awkward, or socially they're very social online. Like, I'm not an extrovert, and under comfortable conditions I can be incredibly social, but like, bitch, I ain't getting on Twitter and just randomly tweeting people. You know what I mean? Just like tweeting at everyone. Like, there's people who just like, and I don't want like a bajillion friends. Like they're just all social. I don't want to be friends with a bunch of people. That's so overwhelming, bro. I don't think there's ever gonna come a day where I'm gonna be like as social as like all these other VTubers are. I'm just not like that. I like having my few close friends. But yeah, maybe I'm just jealous that like other VTubers are easy to, like, it's easy for them to be so social. I don't know. We're not doing a movie night. There is no movie night. I'm not doing a movie night with any of these other losers. These chatters. What if I imagine about the name for a channel that you're most likely gonna create on separate from me? Yeah, I'm not doing a gaming channel. No. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Gaming is like a personal affair for me. It's more fun to do it by myself. Wait, what is it? Is that, hold on, Dominican Republic? Did I get it right? What is that? What flag is that? I can't click on it here. I don't know how to click on it. Did I get it right? Am I smart? Chile? Oh. Was I close? Is the Dominican Republic? What does the Dominican Republic flag look like? Dominican Republic flag. Oh, how did I get? Well, I guess in general most are like, maybe it was Chile. Why do I think Dominican Republic? It is Chile. Maybe I think they're the same thing. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't be an American if I knew. Yeah, I'm learning though. I'm learning. I've been learning a lot about. Well, yesterday I learned a lot about the trade, international trade. In another life, I would do research on international trade, because international trade has a lot to do with like why the world is the way it is. I think. Chilling at home, rejecting sleep to flatten land in Minecraft. Yeah, I'm excited for. I got so many Minecraft projects going on right now. What country is this? It's either Mexico, Ireland, or Italy. It's one. I don't think it's Mexico, because Mexico has like, I think an eagle on it or something, and a snake. And then Ireland, I think it's Italy. Isn't Ireland those colors? What? It has orange. See, it's close. It's close. Look, it's right there. Bro, it's so close. It's one color off. Come on, bro. Bro, it's close. Put them side by side. And Ireland starts with I. Italy starts with I. They both have A and L. They're pretty much the same thing. What country is this? I don't know. Thailand? No, it's not Thailand. Do you want to just go to one of those like websites where it's like guess the flag? Am I wrong about that? Is Belarus near Germany? East of Poland. I was close. I remember hearing about Belarus when I was learning about World War II and World War I. Something happened in Belarus. It's near Russia. Or maybe I'm thinking about the Ukraine, the thing going on with Ukraine. Isn't Belarus something Russia used? Isn't Eastern Europe? Didn't that used to be Russian territory, and that's why everyone's freaking out because Russia could? Yeah, isn't everyone freaking out about Russia invading Ukraine because they'll just take over all the Eastern European countries too? How confusing the world must be to an American. Yeah. I mean, but to be fair, like America is. We think of America as a country, but all the states are essentially like their own countries. So do you know what I mean? Like, we have to learn about Like, all the states are... I mean, you don't know shit about our states, and I don't know shit about the world, so... Fair is fair! West Belarus was a part of Poland for a long time, and East has been Russian. Okay. Howard Blog, thank you for the Prime. I appreciate that. Thank you. Do you want to be the one who creates the alert? China is also massive, but they still have a good understanding of the whole world. I mean, that's a generalization. I don't know about that. We'd have to interview a bunch of Chinese people. Country is this? Czechia? Czech Republic? Okay. That one is just cruel. Why do they exist still? I don't know. Bro, what do you mean cruel? Oh my god, I'm like a fit. Is this like Eastern European hours going on right now? What is happening? I don't know. I don't know what the flags are. It's Antarctica. That looks like a penguin. It's an Inuit. It's Arctic. It's the Arctic. No, Americans are fucking dumb as fuck. But I mean, it's not just Americans. It's just the world. People are stupid, bro. I've seen. I mean, there's people who, you know, are all around the world who have like ignorant, backwards beliefs and even might be well educated. In studying and understanding things about World War I and World War II, it's amazing how many quote-unquote history buffs are like. People might think of them as relatively intelligent, but they have some of the most bass-ackwards, reductionist views of the world. So just knowledge doesn't always make someone like a good person. What country is this? You mentioned it many times. I'm guessing that's the actual Thailand flag since I said that a bajillion times. Shut up, dummy. This motherfucker's like, you got it. Very good. Myanmar? Am I? I'm gonna go look it up. Myanmar flag. No. China. Get flashbanged. What the fuck is this? Asian American flag? The Epsilon Indy flag? What the hell? Flag search. Vietnam flag. No, no, it's like, it has like a... It's a bunch of stars. How do I do this? Combined identification. Device on flag. Device on flag? Fuck. I could be wrong on the blue and white though. Frick. So wait, okay, whatever. Astro feature. It has an astro feature. Yeah, I think it's a star constellation. Oh, look at all that. That's cool. Okay, it's not New Zealand. I'm not thinking of New Zealand. Am I looking for the Philippines? Philippines flag. No, it's not the one I'm thinking of either. If chat froze, guys, don't worry about chat. Chat's just kind of fucky on the screen. Maybe we just look for constellations. Let's try blue and red. Wait. Blue and red and another, and then we'll do the constellation. Here we go. Now we're cooking. Damn, look at these cool flags. Bro, Colorado just looks so boring. Malaysia. I might be thinking of Malaysia, guys. I genuinely might be thinking of Malaysia. I don't think I'm thinking of Malaysia, but it does ring a bell. Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking of. It has single star and crescent. Yeah, I think I'm thinking of Malaysia, but I think I was thinking of like a different. I don't know. I think Malaysia is what I'm thinking of. Dude, Brazil is fucking amazing. Brazil has a good flag. Wait, is this it? Oh, there's pages. I like star and crescent flags. Whoa! Look at this Taiwan civil ensign flag. Tibet's pretty cool. Uruguay. Anyways, 3D Pog. What if there was a Brazilian mouse? Man, imagine me with a tan. It's more likely than you think. I'm like, what is it? 15% Irish, but then I'm like a lot. I always forget what it is. It's fucking Scandinavian. My genetics, and then I'm a tiny bit African, and I am pale as the driven snow, but I tan golden ass brown. Just like fucking golden tan, golden brown. I haven't tanned since I was a kid though. But when I was a kid, man, I got that redneck, just like golden boy brown. No, I did a DNA test. No, the family heritage type thing for my family is we knew we had a you know, quote unquote mulatto, as they described it, in my family, and people wanted to believe that it was Native American, but they were actually a child of a slave, is my understanding, doing my own research. But then I got my DNA tested and confirmed it for sure that it was not Native American, it was a child of a slave. Scandinavian is gonna make you pale as a ghost, but yeah, I'm so curious though how I'm able to tan so well. Maybe that's just a normal white person thing, I don't know. I also love that I'm surrounded by chat on the screen. I was thinking about changing things up today. I was gonna put you guys in smaller boxes, but I especially like it when I can pit you guys against each other. Some people tan horribly and look like tomatoes. Yeah, that's the thing, is like that just doesn't happen for me. I get a natural tan. I don't know anything about like biology and genetics though when it comes to tanning. Yeah, I just like to think of you guys as like two opposing monoliths. Cthulhian horrors. I don't tan, I just, yeah, see, so that's why I had this like theory when I was younger that like, because when I heard that like we had like part Native American or something in our heritage, I was like, maybe it's some weird thing about being partly Irish, partly Native American, that I can like, I'm pale as the driven snow, but then I can tan really well. That's just me being dumb when I was younger. I literally have no idea about the biology of it. Automatic answer yet. Oh, we need a goon automatic answer, honestly. I'm opening up Streamlabs. I'm hoping you're an adult, because you, I was about to say you're an adult, you can just do whatever you want. You should be an adult if you're watching my stream. You'd have assumed it was more niche until people realized they could, until it was not. You know what I think it is? I just think like it's weird. I wasn't expecting to grow on YouTube like I've been growing, and I at this point I'm just curious. I'm just curious if it'll keep getting bigger and if it'll get to the point where people start paying attention. Because the thing with the VTuber community and content creation in general is people give a fuck about clout, right? I'm someone who does not care about clout. Like I don't give a fuck if you're ultra famous VTuber. Like I am generally immune to clout. Like you're not more special than me just because you have more followers or more viewers. You're just, you know what I mean? You're only special in the fact that you're a cultural phenomenon that's interesting to me. But like on a personal level, I'm not gonna sit there and like fucking clamor because someone with clout is like recognizes me, or all of a sudden pays attention to me. But like I do wonder what would happen if I get to a point where I have enough like clout that all of a sudden people who care about clout start paying attention. It's something that's been on my mind just because like I feel like I am slowly building clout, so I'm wondering what's gonna happen long term. I'm not surprised VTubers got popular. All humans have always wanted to be someone more than their body. I mean, I know the general history of like puppetry and theater, which I think kind of like goes hand in hand with what VTubers are. But in terms of like escapism and wanting to be something beyond human, that would be a really interesting thing to study. See a throughput through all that, the throughput in world history in regards to those things. I think it's a practical thing to want to be able to like be an entertainer. For me, it's social. It's not even entertainment. Reminds me of the characters ventriloquist from the American show Batman the Animated Series, if anyone here watch it. I don't remember that. It's been a while since I've seen the original Batman. I mean, not the original, but yeah, the 90s Batman, I think, is that what you're talking about? But I think that applies also to bodily autonomy, which is why I think the hate against trans people is so weird. Especially coming from like anime weeb VTuber place, it's like wild. It's like, bro, you're living a fantasy online life. Like, don't hate people for doing it in real life. Like, what the fuck? Maybe it might be cheesy tuna time. Honestly, it's my fucking lazy food. Although I need to exercise more, bro. Bro, I want a cheeseburger now. I had onion rings the other day. Bro, okay, so I haven't gained any weight in a long time. I'm like sitting at a solid 160 pounds. And you know, at 6'2", that's like not, that's like a healthy weight. I used to weigh around 135, 140. And ever since I hit like above 150, like I have like my belly's not, you know, flat anymore. It's not gross or anything, but it's just like not where I want it to be. And I'm at 160 and like, I haven't gained weight at all. Some days I feel fucking, I just feel like gross because I still have never gotten used to my little belly. My little belly. I was up to 180 during COVID. It was crazy. And then I think I lost 20 pounds playing GTA 5 for 7 months because I wouldn't eat. I would just play fucking GTA for like 10 hours, 10, 12 hours. I'm not fucking fat. Shut the fuck up. I'm 6'2", you motherfucker. One heck of a workout routine. yeah. Eating. It's calories in, calories out, right? Not eating all day is a hell of a way to lose weight. There's a timestamp. Oh, I see it. Sorry.
$20. I wanted a peanut.
You just wanted to say peanut? You just wanted to say peanut? Alright, hold on. Alright, it'll be just a second. Oh! I'm gonna add a thing for Goon too. Wait, okay, so 7TV. See if we got a Goon thing. Oh, it's a good emote for Goon. Oh, there's so many good emotes for Goon. What the fuck? Alright. I'm adding one for Capital Goon. And then I'm adding one for lowercase Goon. Oh, it looks like Coom. Alright, and then I'm also adding one for an actual Goon. There's 3 variations of Goon. Sorry, YouTube chat, I don't know how to make things work for YouTube yet when it comes to custom emotes. Yeah, never stop gooning, true. Never give up, never surrender. Don't make fun of it. Don't call YouTube gray names, whatever you do. I'm gonna start from the aha. Because I don't want... it can't be that long. That's actually great. Okay. There is some way to do custom subscriptions. I can't remember. Oh, I have them right here. Oh my god, I forgot. I have the gifted sub stuff set up. Delete. We're starting over from scratch here. Oh my god, Streamlabs changed everything. Okay, add variation. Prime sub. Select. And then we add the mute or the sound sample, and then we test it.
Oh, $20. I wanted a peanut.
This is a subscription test.
Oh, homie! Oh, homie! I used to do more. Oh, homie! I can't do it anymore. Oh, homie! Oh, homie! I can't do it. I sound like fucking Yoda. I'm telling you, you guys are like monoliths. Listen, it's because I'm telling you, I like streaming because I like streaming because of chat. Like, you guys are my vibe, so you get prominent feature. You're prominently featured in my stream because I like you, and this is what it's all about. I can't tell if I'm being imprisoned by you or if I'm like the leader of an army. I do wonder, like, what things are going to be like if things ever get crazier around here. Can you just admit it got last stream got a little talkative at some point, whereas I was having to like bounce back and forth. I got a little dizzy. It won't stop being. They're not. YouTube isn't done pushing it out to people. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, it has got 1,500 views, bro. When my stupid inane rants start reaching 10,000, I'm gonna lose my mind, bro. There ain't no way me doing a stupid dumb vlog is gonna reach 10,000 fucking people. Actually, it's more than that because they push it out to more, but then 10,000 people click through. It's so funny, bro. The YouTube algorithm's so busted. I try to have like a serious conversation about something. It pushes it out to like 500 people. I literally am just like, hello. I played Minecraft this week and I studied some world history. Thanks for watching. 10,000 views. When you're creative, your worst work is most likely to be your most well known as well. I think it has more to do with the fact that just like, I don't know. I'm not gonna overthink it. It's whatever. I'm having fun. I'm having fun on this channel. That's all that matters. I like the unseriousness of my YouTube channel, and it's one of my favorite things about it. Even when I'm being serious, it's just like not taking it seriously. I guess this means I still have Prime. Oh yeah, I finally unsubscribed from Amazon. I unsubscribed from Spotify, bro. Yeah, I haven't listened to Spotify in I listen to video music on YouTube now. And if honestly, if I got back into listening to albums on a regular basis and I wanted them like with me, I would just start downloading MP3s again. Except that one guy who unsubbed. No, I think when you see a negative one unsub on a video, it's a niche video. I think sometimes it's YouTube is weird because it both loves variety content but also hates it. Does it? This is the way that I see it, guys. Like at the end of the day, like what I'm trying to build for myself in general is like I want that no, I was supposed to say the Markiplier effect. I'm trying to build like at the end of the day, I'm trying to build a core audience that just likes me for me. And it's always neat when like YouTube pushes my shit out to a lot of people. But at the end of the day, I do want that. I do want people who enjoy seeing me go on my random adventures. I think about all the YouTubers I've ever seen who stick to a format and never give up that format, and how they're just after like they'll have a peak moment, and then because their stuff wasn't built on their personality but was built more on like their shtick or a trend, that decline that eventually happens is so like painful to see. You know what I mean? It's like ah, damn, they fell off. And as someone who's been through that personally, as Izzy Mouse, when I went viral on TikTok, I never want that to happen again. Or I want to make sure the core experience of me making content online is about me just like having fun, doing whatever I want, and not about like aping on a trend. It's just personal fulfillment for me, you know. Do I ever stream with the 3D model? Oh, are you talking about the one that I used at the beginning of this? I stopped using that because I don't like getting in VR to make content. VR is annoying, and I don't like how out of breath I sound because the mic is right in my fucking throat. I will be very honest, it was hot. Because you have no air conditioner? Sheepdog, how old are you? What do you mean? I mean, you've been acting a little weird, is all I'm saying. And then you called my old avatar hot, and so I'm asking you how old you are. What is a classy gooner? I'm classy. Disrespect? I mean, if you're not willing to answer the question, I can just ban you from both my fucking chats forever. What is considered a classy gooner? I don't know, it's a good question. I'm classy. Oh my god, Laheeks, it's been so long. I love you, Laheeks. I hope you're doing good. I need to refollow you on Twitch. The user has disconnected. Yeah, someone who hesitates to say their age after being a little weird about like that kind of stuff is sus as fuck. I think it's fine not to dox themselves. I think it's fine as an adult on the internet to ask someone in chat who's acting like a kid whether or not they're a kid. Yeah, I don't know. I think calling an avatar hot is a little weird, personally. And that's not really the vibe. It's just kind of, it's like, I don't know. Yeah, age doesn't fucking dox you, bro. It's not your social security number. Alright, Sheepdog. Well, for now, you're on my shit list. I'm just saying. Don't act weird in my chat. No kids are watching VTubers anymore. We're all... What? 3D PD weebs? Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but like kids are on the internet. As someone who used to have literally a chat that was exclusively middle schoolers, you're fucking like broken in the brain not to think that kids aren't online watching shit, especially VTubers. My old avatar looked like it invade Poland. Oh wait, the one with the guys. I've had a lot of old avatars. I don't know what you're talking about. Old head reference. Well, explain it. You literally have all of chat's attention and you're not explaining shit. You're turning 27. Congratulations on being fucking old. welcome to being elderly. Laix's channel is supposed to be G-rated. Really? Yeah, Laix is a wholesome beam. Yet she raids me. Curious. Anything after 25 is a hag. Yeah, exactly. I might as well just be like a mummy. Not a mommy. A mummy. As a 45-year-old VTuber. Sheepdog, I'm gonna ban you if you don't explain yourself. You're being annoying. I'm serious, bro. 40 is the minimum for hag status since that's middle-aged. Yep, closer to the end of my life than the beginning of my life. Feels bad, man. You're 43? That's not the thing I'm asking you! Bro, this is, yeah, we're done. Fucking done, bro. I'm so, I hate people who are, I fucking hate troll posters, seriously. I hate people who think they're being, like, cute and funny when they're just being super fucking annoying. But yeah, no, I don't know. I can't tell anymore these days if someone's a teenager or just a fucking absolutely, like, brain dead adult. Like, it's hard. It's clear the internet is full of teenagers who can't comprehend that they'll be 40 one day. Oh my god, that's the worst, bro. That was, dude, yeah. The comment sections on TikTok is rough as an older person. Seeing people, like, say all kinds of just, like, mad crazy shit about being older. It's like, you're a child, you don't understand. You're just a rude child who doesn't understand that you will also be old one day. How do I feel about woolly mammoth? Oh, woolly mammoth mice. I thought you were making a joke about my age. I'm not. I'm overhyped. I think woolly mammoth or mice are overhyped. They're not even that big. Wow, you made a fluffier mouse. Cool. Make them big. Show me a woolly mammoth size mouse, and then I'll be excited. Until then, I'm uninterested. I'm uninterested and unbothered. Not to be kids these days, but now people seem especially incapable of putting themselves in anyone else's shoes. Nah, that's not a new thing. I think something about social media and just the way, at least America has changed. People are more, like, they feel more bold to be honest, which is good. And it just makes everyone seem, like, worse. But the truth is, people were always bad. They're just being more honest about it. People were, when I'm thinking back in the day when I was younger and, like, adults were rude, they just, they hid their rudeness behind, like, you know, like, rules and stuff. I don't know, it's hard to describe. I don't think it's gotten worse. I think it's just changed. Nowadays everyone is too afraid to be cringe, too afraid to look like they're trying. Yeah, I'm gonna also have to disagree with you back, right back at you, buddy. I know, I think it's, I think a lot of times when someone says things have changed, it's just your perspective that's changed, or it's where you live in the world, or like how you live your life and the people you live your life around has changed. There's a lot of people who are, for instance, are saying like America is getting worse in terms of fascism and stuff, and it's always been a fascistic country. It's just more revealed now. Yeah, I'm an advocate of anti-rose tinted glasses. I think rudeness used to be hidden behind rules that redefined it as politeness. These days, nobody cares. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like social decorum has changed. Social decorum has changed, at least in America. But at the same time, I think social decorum back in the day was also like I'll give you a really good example. Wearing a hat inside, right? Do you want to talk about something that's actually changed? Wearing a hat inside as a sign of respect is something that has like slowly changed over time within my lifetime. It used to be rude to wear a hat inside, and in some places it's still considered that way, like in schools and church and stuff like that. It depends where you're at. It used to be a lot more standard kind of thing, and now that's changed, right? Like it's just, there are certain like society elements of society that have specifically changed, but then there's, I think, general things where it's just like you just grow to have a better understanding of human nature in general. Yeah, the hat thing was weird. I don't even know where it came from. I'm sure there's some historical reference to it, but I'm also coming from the perspective of someone who grew up in the South, where that kind of stuff was taken more seriously. I'm glad that social decorum just kind of got thrown in the trash. It was almost always used to protect rudeness or abuse. Exactly! Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is like reflecting on it right now, I realize a lot of like social decorum was just a way of control. So like for instance, I think it's this is gonna sound weird, but you have to hear me out on it. I think it's great that Donald Trump is so awful, openly awful, because politicians have always been awful. They've just hid it behind, like, you know, civility. But now you get to see it. You just get to see it, and you're just like, oh, okay. It's no longer the devil in the details. It's like you just get to see the devil. It's just like, okay, sick. I don't have to sit here and pretend like with Obama, for instance. Like Obama, you know, did a lot of good things, and he was definitely a nice face to the federal government in America for a while. But he also still just partook in the same like war crimes that every other American president did. But hey, he was cool. he was cool. Yeah, all the monsters show themselves now. Exactly. Trump's stance on Digimon. I'd be hard pressed to believe that Donald Trump even knows what a Digimon is. Dude, it still blows my mind. It still blows my mind that to learn that Transformers were literally like, I knew Transformers was a show built to push toys, but I thought Hasbro actually created toys specifically for Transformers. In the beginning, it was just literally rebranded pre-built Japanese toys. Since I can't have you guys on this for some reason, here. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, so that's why apparently in the beginning Transformers toys weren't all the same scale. But they what they did is they just changed the mold for this part, so it didn't say Cassette Man anymore, and they just slapped on a bunch of stickers that were yeah. People were making fun of me because I didn't know the difference between an Italian and Irish flag. I have an uncle who's moving to Philippines. He's in his like 70s, and that's essentially where he's retiring. And it's such a weird situation because he like went to go visit there, and he met this family, and the way he described it is they essentially adopted him. And I just don't understand how that works, other than the fact that he's like helping pay for stuff for them because his money goes further in the Philippines. And I don't know how immigration works as a 70-year-old who wants to go retire in the Philippines, especially because he's kind of poor. Well, as far as maybe he's making money off his maybe he's taking his social security checks and like going over there with it. We just take people into our homes and feed them. Well, as far as I know, he's helping them like rebuild their house and stuff because I guess it was damaged in a flood or something. Yeah, he's a nice guy. He used to be a drunk. But apparently he's cleaned up in his older age. Dude, he lived in Hawaii most of his life. I think he's like living out his 70s in the Philippines because like maybe Hawaii's gotten too expensive. Southeast Asia you can stay as long as you can pay. Also, we need to leave the border once a year for a few hours. Yeah, I've heard of ways of what is it? There's some places like that where it's like you can essentially fully immigrate there if you're willing to live there for a few years, leave for a little bit, come back, and then live for a few more years longer, and you can get citizenship. He was lazy. Yeah, no, my uncle was he was a teacher. I don't know, he's a viber. I wouldn't call him lazy. I'm lazy. I'm lazy until I'm like into a project, and I'm a fucking crazy hard worker. I know there's some places where as an American it's easier to like travel to, even though it's technically not America, or it's like not an American state or whatever. I could be wrong about that. Teacher, no wonder he became a drunk. True. The Philippines used to be an American colony. Okay. It was a former colony, but then the Philippines people rebelled against American colonization, and the dollar being worth more than the peso. Yeah. You know what's funny about Philippines? I'll tell you another dumb American racist story. I mean, I guess it's not racism. It's just American ignorance. I used to think because I always heard about Filipinos, right? Like that was a thing in the 90s. Like Filipino women talking about like hot-headed Filipino women were kind of like a trope in movies in the 90s, and I thought for some reason because of the language and the way they acted that they were Spanish. So in my head, like, I just associated Filipino women with Spanish women for the longest time. So all my life I thought Filipinos were Spanish. And it wasn't until, like, I think a year ago I realized the Philippines were a separate country in like, it was in Southeast Asia, bro. They use Spanish and English words in their language. It's really fun. Yeah. It's because we were colonized and basically partly enslaved by the Spanish. Yeah, sorry about that. Not like that. I had anything to do with it. Got it. So they sent all the Irish immigrants to Australia to displace the Aboriginal people there, and then the Spaniards took over the Philippines. That's great. That's a heartwarming story about personal. Man, my life is nothing but personal growth, bro. Yeah, I think it's interesting how in the 90s there was so much representation in movies, and there was definitely a sense of kind of like cultural. There was a sense of like America was a melting pot, and it was represented through movies in very interesting ways. So as an American growing up in the 80s and 90s, like with Sesame Street, you know, Sesame Street was purposely, in the early days, created to show how, like, you know, multi-ethnic neighborhoods and, like, poorer parts of New York City or whatever. So growing up watching television and film as a suburban white kid in Texas, I really felt like I got the sense of, you know, America being part of this, like, tapestry of culture and shit. And it was great. Like, I felt like I was like, oh, this is so cool. And I really did grow up with this idealistic, like, sense of what America was. And I feel like that's been slowly stripped away. Like, what I used to think was, like, this kind of, like, everyone gets along type beat is more just everyone's at each other's throat. Instead, it's unfortunate. And not just America. I mean, it's like I remember I was surprised when I went to Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and then I found out about how, like, multicultural that place is, like, with the Sikh population, the Sikh population. Yeah, I was blown away by how racially diverse Vancouver, British Columbia was. Yeah, everything about white nationalism in America makes no fucking sense to me with how racially diverse America is. I feel like it's people in the South who are just, like, brain broken and don't, like, are just in, like, absolute denial about what makes America great. I say that, but also it's what makes America horrible, because we just pushed out all the Native American people. Yeah, racist people are goofy. I mean, here's the thing, like, I grew up racist out of ignorance. People who are, like, still consciously racist after they're old enough to be educated and, like, have a better understanding of the world, those are people who are fucking daft as fuck. Like there comes a certain point where it's like your ignorance can't be excused, and those people are fucking wild, and there's too many of them. That's very unfortunate. I don't know how much of it you can, like, boil down to personal responsibility or not at the end of the day, because it's like some people just stay ignorant because they're just in a societal bubble that they'll never get out of. I was pushed out of it because I was trans. Intersectionalism's real. Is real, dog. Yeah, Jackie Blaze. Being humbled is important, and that's something I had to deal with as a trans person. I oftentimes, I've said this time and time again, I don't know if I'd be as good of a good, well-rounded person as I am if it wasn't for the fact that I was trans. I probably would continue to grow up spoiled and ignorant. People that know history and are still racist are just evil. Yeah, I that's what I'm saying. We were talking about this earlier with like, people who study World War II and World War I because they're, like, interested in, like, people who essentially study world history with, like, a conspiratorial view. Like, I've learned about this recently with, like, the way people perceive Jewish history, and it's so crazy how people can. I guess there's a difference between someone who's studying world history to try to understand the truth versus someone who's studying world history to try to, like, back up their views. You know what I mean? Like, if you're cherry picking world history to back up a view, you can create any kind of narrative you want, right? Yeah, people use history as planks for racist world building. That's a great way of putting it. Guys, I'll tell you one of the hardest things has been that in my search for understanding and like learning about world history recently, a very tenuous, a very treacherous path to go down is learning the history of the Jewish people via YouTube. Because it is like, it is a fucking minefield trying to find a good videos to try to understand the actual like history of Jewish people. Because you know it's like, there's just so there's so many landmines, like from people who are like obviously Nazis, or not obvious, like people who are not, who have the Nazi perspective, people who have the anti-Zionist perspective, but they're coming from a leftist point of view, people who are anti-Zionist because they're just anti-Jew. Like trying to find a history of the Jewish people that's like genuinely unbiased and is like rough. It's scary on YouTube. Guys, I'm very tired. I'm more tired than I realized. I haven't got a full night's sleep. I'm waiting on a new bed to arrive, so I'm just sleeping on like a mat on the floor. I genuinely almost passed out earlier because I wasn't breathing. I have a problem with like panic attacks and streaming. It's weird. I need to breathe. Maybe that's why I'm yawning so much. Maybe I need to open my door, get some fresh air in here. It's a complete timeline of Earth's life. Have you seen the history of the world? I guess. Isn't it a brief history of the world? Something like that. Bill Wirtz, quirked up white guy. Dude, you know what the most interesting thing about world history in terms of geological that I didn't know about? Did you know iron comes from organic? Like iron deposits is an organic process. We wouldn't have iron the way we have it without an organic process. Iron didn't just like become what we know it today because, you know, it was formed in the center of a star and got blasted into the world, and then yeah, let me go look it up. I'll go look it up so I can show you. Mostly formed between 3.8 and 1.8 billion years ago during the Precambrian era. Early Earth's oceans contained dissolved iron. So just imagine the Earth covered in water and it had dissolved iron, right? Likely from volcanic activity and hydrothermal vents. At this time, the atmosphere had very little oxygen, and then around 2.4 billion years, the Great Oxidation Event occurred as photosynthetic cyanobacteria began producing oxygen. This oxygen reacted with dissolved iron in seawater, oxidizing it into insoluble iron oxide, like hematite and magnetite. These precipitated out, settling in layers on the sea floor, often alternating with silica-rich layers, forming the banded appearance. Over time, these sediments were buried, compacted, and then lithified into rock. So yeah, they grow like crystals. And with that, I'm gonna leave you because I'm tired. But now you know. Now you know that the iron we have today wouldn't have existed if it wasn't for a bunch of bacteria back in the day processing it in Earth's early oceans and then settling on the seafloor that was then folded into. I'm not Iron Mouse! Okay, I'm leaving. I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.